We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with MMAT Stock Metamaterials Inc. And in today's video, we're also going to break down what's going on within the charts with MMTLP, Torchlight Preferred Shares, as it continues to consolidate here, while MMAT continues to pull downwards. But it wasn't the only stock falling. The overall market fell as well. And our SPY bot since 10:40 a.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, the outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside and stay below it. Further weakness there on 42 vision, as you see there in the chart. And put options went up 500% plus within hours, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with MMAT going in a full transition from bright green to white with red borders. This is what we call the rip area on 42 vision, and it's hit a dip area here. Trying to reverse here, we need to talk about what's going on here. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunities that were mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this edge and clarity of the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the first home run was from our Tesla bot. It sent out a bear indicator since 9:55 a.m. From that moment forward, the outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 200% plus within hours, guys. And our second home run, I caught this one early on in the pre-market, and RBO, and we caught it actually pulling downwards and consolidating towards the bell. Got that strong bull indicator there. The inflow stayed above the midpoint, and it popped up within minutes to a highest point of 25% plus right after the bell. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this edge and clarity of the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with MMAT Metamaterials Inc. completing a full transition on 42 vision, as we stated earlier in the video. And for those of you coming across the channel for the first time, this is what we call the rip areas once we hit the bright green of extreme strength and the dip areas of white with red borders of extreme weakness. Now, it could try to reverse from here, but some reversals are stronger and some are weaker, right? And this is the first time that we see a dip area in the last several days and weeks of hitting white with red borders on the 30-minute chart. Now I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators in the inflow versus outflow, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with MMAT Metamaterials Inc. under a bear indicator, guys, way up here at around 154. And then the outflows also crossed here, and it's been pulling downwards all day. Now, why is it volatile right now? We talked about this in our previous videos. I broke it down when this first bear indicator popped up with strength in the last several days and weeks. We always talked about how quickly these bear indicators got canceled by bull indicators, and there was strength as it stayed above the midpoint. But this was the first time the outflows crossed to the downside and this bear indicator had real strength. There's a few things that went on, right? The fact that the 10-day compliance was almost coming to an end to stay above $1, to stay on the NASDAQ. And then on top of that, earnings, guys. Today is earnings, and it's stated to be released in the after hours unless it gets pushed back, right? Right now, this has not updated yet, but this is what's creating this volatility and uncertainty right now. A lot of people are waiting to see what is earnings going to show. And then yesterday, it popped right back up, 10th day, It has the compliance now on the NASDAQ. I look forward to seeing your thoughts on that down below. And then on top of that, quickly a bear indicator pops up, and now we're pulling back down towards support areas that we've bounced off of in the last 3 days, and every time these outflows have dominated, right? So this is super critical where we're at, and going forward, this definitely needs to stay above $1, but most importantly, stay up at these levels to trap more shorts for a possible further squeeze to the upside, right? That's what a lot of people are anticipating and also speculating on. So here we are with the bear indicator from the 154 area. The outflows are dominating, and on the 15-minute, same exact thing, right? You could see these inflows trying to pick up, but we're still below the midpoint. I'm going to be watching if this could bring itself back up, and in the process, break through resistance levels, back up towards 148, back towards 150, and cancel that bear indicator from the opening bell with the bull indicator in the process on the 15-minute. And if that can roll over into the 30-minute in the process as well, cancel this bear indicator, and in the process get these inflows back up towards the midpoint or cross over it, it could go ahead and roll over as well into the 1 hour, which is something that's going to be crucial and critical as well. So right now, the first support is down here at 133. Below that is down here towards 130, and below 130 is 125. Those are the key levels to watch to the downside. To the upside, I'll be watching towards 150, and then above that will be 155 and 160. Those are key levels to the upside to create that staircase effect and continue pushing up higher if those inflows could cross back up, and if a bull indicator can pop up in the process as well. Now, this is all happening, the sideways action on MMAT, while this news came out yesterday, and this is something to keep in mind, and it's a catalyst to come up. And they're going to be at the Q4 Investor Summit virtually on Tuesday, November 15th. This is something to keep in mind, that date, and see how things react leading up to that date. That's going to be super important because they're going to present at the Investor Summit group of Q4 conference for those developing high performance smart materials, guys, and nano composites. This is huge, right? And then we've also broken this down in previous videos. Where will metamaterials be in 5 years? In this analysis rating and in this article, it is stated it can reach up towards $10, right? It's in the makings of a $10 stock based off the analysis rating and those that wrote this article. And this is based off where is MMAT stock going to be in 5 years. And they state here that the company isn't yet fully understood or appreciated by financial traders. And basically MMAT is a cheap hidden gem that truly has moonshot potential. And they're basing off this $10 stock price target, also based off what it was once worth last year when it was actually around $12 per share before the merger. And also another thing too is they received 4.3 million worth of purchase orders for its nano optic security business, and that's just one part of the company that there's no reason why MMAT shouldn't have a much larger market capitalization than it is right now. The company's current market cap is around 550 million at the time of this writing in this article. Now, this is all based off the potential future growth, and when they got this order here, there was projections just in that first article when this news came out that there could be larger orders to come in the years to come, and it could start creating a revenue stream, right? That's going to be important, and profitability in the long term. Now let's look at MMTLP and also Torchlight preferred shares. So here we are with MMTLP under a bear indicator, canceling out that last bull indicator at 712. Anything below that area could create further volatility to the downside, especially if these outflows come in and dominate again. Now, currently, we're back above the midpoint here, but yet the stock is sitting sideways. So that's going to be important. And also, there's a slight disconnect, right? We need to watch this carefully, or if they're going to follow, as MMAT continues to pull down lower, and MMTLP, Torchlight Preferred Shares, is consolidating. But if they both go together, this goes back to the point that they're indirectly correlated to each other. And a lot of people ask me, how are they correlated? Well, if you're an original MMTLP shareholder, right? To be able to have gotten the Torchlight preferred shares, one had to own MMAT till a set date. So MMAT, without it, there wouldn't be MMTLP. So they do have indirect correlations. But right now, the one that's everybody's focused on, is due to the fact of the S1, and it's contributing to MMTLP, right? Not directly to MMAT. So something to keep in mind there between the two. I'm going to be watching here the first support of 680. Below that is 650. Critical levels to the downside, and to the upside here with Torchlight preferred shares is 750, and above 750 is 770. Those are the key levels to the upside, and I'm going to be watching if this bear indicator can get canceled by another bull indicator, if it brings itself back up and retest those resistance levels, and if these inflows can pull away from the midpoint to the upside with strength. Those are the key levels I'm watching. I'm going to be watching those inflow versus outflow and bull and bear indicators, as well as on MMAT. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.